still don't know who he is, why he knocked on my door, or why he was staring at my window. I currently live in an apartment, and this is an event that took place maybe a month ago. There was a big thunderstorm going on. I was inside my place and hearing the rain and thunder and occasionally seeing the lightning. I didn't mind thunderstorms, and I found them to be pretty relaxing. It's funny because as a kid I was scared of them, but not anymore. So during this storm, I was in my living room watching a show on my TV. Out of nowhere, at almost 10 o'clock, there was a really loud knock at my front door. This seemed kind of strange because of how late it was. I had no idea as to who it would be. I wasn't really that close with any of my neighbors that they would knock on my door, and with it being this hour, it was especially strange. I decided to just ignore it, but then there was another knock. I almost didn't get up at all, but I was curious. So I decided to go and see who was there, but I was still pretty sure that I didn't want to answer it. I went over to the door and then looked out of my peephole. I saw that there was a man standing there who I didn't know. He was wearing all black and looking right at my door. He had long hair that was wet, as if he had been out in the rain maybe. The guy looked really creepy, so I quickly moved away from the door and hoped that he would leave. After about a minute though, he knocked again. I still was not going to answer it. I stayed in the living room on my couch. He didn't knock again after that though. So I stayed out in the living room watching TV for maybe another hour. Then I went into my bedroom to go to sleep. When I got into my room, I remember looking out of the window at the rain. My apartment was on the second floor and looked out to the parking lot of the complex. When I did, I noticed that the same man who had knocked on my door was standing out there. He was in the middle of the parking lot in the pouring rain and staring right at me. He wasn't moving or walking around. He was just standing there. It really gave me the creeps. I then closed my window shades and tried my best to fall asleep. Eventually, I was able to. Since then, I haven't seen the guy. I still don't know who he is, why he knocked on my door, or why he was staring at my window. I'm hoping that I never see him again.